Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? We've got an action-packed episode today. I apologize. I'm a minute late. Because when I got here to the office this morning so that I could jump in here so that we could spend some time together, just me and you, when I got here to the office this morning, I didn't have a key. I had my keys. I had a key that takes me to one office, but I didn't have the key to get in the front door. Apparently, the valet at the place yesterday, I was at the Hyatt, somehow the key fell off or something. So I arrived 5 a.m. Ain't got no key. So I had to call up my boy, Super Michael Kerrigan. I called up MC Aragon, who lives not too far from here. Woke him up at 5 a.m. Had him bring me a key, which I truly appreciate. Well, out to the car anyway. I went and got it. I didn't make the dude come here, right? Had him bring me the key. And I was able to get in the office so that we could do today's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind, which today is, by the way, in case you didn't know, today is Thursday, September 19th, 2019. That's right. Thursday, September 19th, 2019. What's up, Sean Hayes? Great to see you, sir. What's crazy is today is the very first and very last time it'll ever be Thursday, September 19th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Fair enough? Let's do that. Now listen, you are looking at a gorgeous day today. Seriously, it's going to be a gorgeous day today. I think we're looking at like a high 87 degrees. It's going to be low humidity. It's like super gorgeous day today. So super excited for that. Way to set the tone. Way to go, God. You've set up an amazing day for all of us. It's going to be amazing. The last couple weeks, you guys have been posting. And let me see if I can't pull this up here. The last couple weeks, you guys have been posting in the group. Like you've been posting like crazy, right? You've been making a post every single day. You've been commenting on each other's posts. And I just got to tell you, I've been absolutely floored. As you guys have been posting what Hashtag Rise and Grind and the group mean to you. You've been posting about the Morning Five, what the Morning Five means to you. You've been posting your different relationships and the connections that you've made in the group. Obviously, you've been posting the motivational memes. Vicky Everett, she's been going live more often. She's always super inspirational whenever she goes live. BG really caught my eye. BG Campbell, she's been back in here posting like crazy. She made this post yesterday about people who have lost children coming together, and it became a big deal. You know, there's actually more people in the group that have lost children than you would have thought, and so she made that post, and I just love the way that people have been coming together, the connections, the shirts, the conferences, everything. It's just been incredible. It's really been incredible. And so as I flip through, I love this post right here by Louis Varga. Look at that. She got her first job as a teenager washing police cars in Los Angeles. Fast forward 20 years later, same exact spot. Meet Los Angeles Police Department Sergeant Kate Luna. Bam! Your dreams can become reality when you focus, work towards them, and never give up. Make a difference, right? What an incredible quote. There's my voice singing. Like, it's just been so much activity here in the group, and it's been really humbling. And it's been like an absolute honor, and to be able to serve this group, to be able to serve you has been an absolute honor. And what I love most is pretty much all of the stories. Whenever someone does post a story about how Hashtag Rise and Grind has helped and impacted them, or they post a story about the Morning Five, This one right here, Mike Higdon. Long post, but worth the time. Every now and then you come across something life-changing. First would be my faith, then my amazing wife and kids. About a year ago, I came across a group while studying the competitor's website, trying to figure out how they do it. What I found was a man with a relatable story and an amazing story of a comeback. Thanks to the first three on my list and now hashtag Rise and Grind, I have changed the way I start my day, the way I think, exercise, and expect the best of myself, and how I view others has been life-changing. If you have your faith and family, this group will bring out the best in all three. Thank you, Rise and Grind family and Mr. Lundy. Incredible, right? Like, incredible. And what's funny is most of these stories, not funny, but it's interesting, but I love how these stories typically start with someone invited me in, right? They start with someone invited me into the group, and I didn't know what it was or why I was in here, why they invited me in here, but someone invited me in, and now it changed my life. That's usually how the stories go. And so, speaking of the inviting people in, you guys have been doing an incredible job of this. I love showing you the group insights, because this is the power that you have. This is the power that's in your hands. Like, literally, when you invite people into this group, when you post in this group, when you make your comments, when you connect relationally, all of these things, you literally are transforming people's lives. That's what you've been doing. You are transforming people's lives. And I can see right here, look, in the last 28 days, it's actually been really the last couple weeks, but in the last couple weeks, 1,100 new members to the group, to the hashtag Rise and Grind group. 1,100. There's been, in the last 28 days, there's been 57,000 posts, comments, and reactions. 57,000. Isn't that amazing? Taking us up to 28,822 members. We're almost to the 29,000 mark, and soon to be the 30,000 mark. And one day we'll be at the 100,000 mark. I just know it. But that's because of you. It's because you've been going out there and inviting. Like, you've been inviting people, you've been posting the comments, you've been doing all of that. And now, as we sit right now today, we sit 70 days away. 70 days away from launching the next level, what I believe is going to make a massive impact on this planet. We are 70 days away from releasing what that is. I can't really tell you. It's kind of a secret. But we're 70 days away from launching this new game changer for hashtag Rise and Grind. And so it's more crucial than ever. So the fact that you're in there and you're making the post and you're inviting the people and that you're adding members to this group, like your invites, your posts, your comments, you are the key to a successful launch 70 days from now. You hitting the runway. All right, Josh O, we'll see you, my man. It was great to spend 2 days with you. You are the key to transforming these people's lives on an incredibly massive level. And so I just wanted to say thank you for your help this morning. Like, thank you for all that you're doing in the group. Thank you for posting every day. Thank you for sharing your connections and the things in your life where that other people are going through, joining in with them, and like linking arms and making everybody stronger. It's so powerful, and I'm so humbled by all that you do for this group. Thank you very, very much. This week, for those of you that have been watching, this week we've been looking at like the junk and the clutter in your lives, right? You've been taking a look at the junk and the clutter emotionally, the junk and the clutter physically, the people that can be the junk or the clutter in your lives. You've been looking at those things and you've been clearing those out in order to make some space for vision and imagination. See, earlier in the week, we learned that true vision, plus a little bit magic, right? True vision and a little bit of magic, that it lives in the imagination. And sometimes life and stuff can get in the way of us spending time imagining, right? And so we're going to spend a little bit more time on that today. Before we go too far, though, there is something we got to do. You know what we got to do, man? We got to get that body moving a little bit. Okay, despacito. Despacito. I thought we had a little different song this morning, but I guess we can take a little Despacito. I'm okay with it. For those of you that know, those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. How you doing, Tracy Shepard? What's up, John Kaltenburn? How you doing, Elizabeth McCullough? What's up, Brandy Elliott, Scott Simons, Beth Workman, Shauna Phillips, Janelle Griego, Jeremy George, Terry Collins, Tony Thorstad, Brad Smith, Vicki Everett, Sheila. What's up, Melvin Rodriguez, Nathaniel Banks, Jennifer Jaskell, Eric Willowroy, Rick Tamburino, Laura Berman. We got Whitney Wells is up in here. What's up, Jeremy Nelling? How you doing, Jesse? I Can, Sparkman, Amy Myers, Carrie Lynn Carter. What's up, CC Eberly, Pam Biddle? Who else is up in here? Kristen Hock, John Bossert. My goodness, everybody's moving so quick. What's up, Jean-Paul Guidry? That's right, Guidry. You are no longer Guidry. You are JP Guidry. It was amazing spending time with you the last couple days. What's up, Michael Kirk, Robert Fuller, Casey Rossiter, Ashley Masterson, Roberta Haycraft. Everybody's up in here. My goodness, I love it. Tony, Tito, Washington. Tony with the keys. What's up, Megan DiMartino? And Scott, I'm proud of you, bro. You're doing great with your 75 hard. I love your pictures and Andy Priscilla shouting you out on Instagram and all that stuff. Keep up the good work, man. What's up, Neil Almaral? How's everybody doing? Man, what a wonderful morning. Seriously, what a beautiful day. I could do this all day. I'm always so thankful to be able to spend my time with you. You make such a difference in my life. I can't even explain to you. Listen. Oh, man, I meant to pop that video in there. That's all right. No big deal. The last 2 days, I had the opportunity to spend the last 2 days with some amazing dealers. What's up, Anthony Alagona? With some amazing dealers from all around the country. And we converged on Lexington, Kentucky, and we had some real breakthroughs. But in order to get there, first, we had to get out of the clutter of the day-to-day grind, right? Like these gentlemen had to, some of them drove and some of them flew, and they had to leave their stores. And I actually had to forcibly make them put their phones away for 75 minutes at a time so we could train. But we had to remove the clutter. We had to get out of our environment and create a space where we could be vulnerable, where we could use our imagination, where we could start to put together a vision for the future, right? And so we had this fresh space. We had lots and lots of cookies, which I took a bunch home to my kids. But we had lots and lots of cookies and, great food and great fellowship. And we never left the building really for 2 days. I mean, they left for dinner. We went, after we got done training. But from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening, we trained. And we trained hard. And there's something about being in that outside space, stepping away from everything else, putting away the phones, right? Being in a big blank room, a blank canvas there at the front. There's something about that allowed for breakthroughs. It allowed for the breakthroughs. And we had some really big breakthroughs. And so in doing so, it was really beautiful. It was beautiful to see the aha moments that some of these dealers experienced as we talked through. It was beautiful to talk through some of the fears that these dealers have. These, fears for their businesses, fears for their family legacies, the fears of what's going on in the market today, what's going on in society today. We got to talk through some of those fears and some of the vulnerability. I got to have one-on-one conversations with these people. We got to talk about the things that the vulnerability, the exposed part, right? When we strip away all the clutter, we quit putting on a front We take it all away and we get raw and we get real, right? And sometimes that's all you need. When the world has knocked you around, sometimes all you need is you just got to find some space to breathe. Find some space to breathe, take a breath, take a moment, get rid of all the junk, get rid of all of the clutter, and allow your mind and your imagination to create some aha moments. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. I'll give you an example, man. This morning, when you remove all the clutter, this morning as I was driving in, I chose today. Typically, I'll listen to an audio book or I'll listen to, some powerful music that gets me jacked up. But this morning, as I drove in, I just didn't have the radio on at all. Just radio silence. And as I was driving in this morning, I was looking around. And I was noticing, man, there wasn't another car on the road, right? I think I saw a total of like 3 cars between here and my house. But for the most part, there wasn't a car on the road. It was just vacant. It was just empty. When I pulled into the parking lot here in the office, it was an empty parking lot, just me. And I was thinking like, man, yesterday when I left the workshop, it was right in the middle of rush hour traffic. I left the workshop and there were cars everywhere, and I was having to divert over here a little bit to the left to avoid this line, and then I had to go around this way over here to the right so that I could get around some construction, and there was some people in the road, and then we had to go around to the far side because there was some stalled vehicles over here, and then the traffic would stop and start and stop and start and stop and start, and an area that typically at 5 o'clock in the morning, when you remove the clutter, when you remove the traffic, when you remove the construction sites, when you remove all that, at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's a 10 to 12 minute drive. But at 5 o'clock yesterday, in the middle of rush hour, it takes 30, 35 minutes to travel that exact same distance. So I thought about that this morning. I'm like, what is the traffic that you have in your life? What are the things, the obstacles that you keep having to go around, you keep having to avert? What is the areas of construction, the areas that are in work that are slowing you down, that we need to just complete? We need to get that construction complete and done so that we can move forward. You see, when we clear out the junk and the clutter, when we take the time to clear out the junk and the clutter, or when we find the space that has no junk or no clutter, like 5 a.m. when you're on the road, when we find that space, we can move so much more efficiently. You can get so much more done. You can move so much further in your life if you clear out all of this stuff, right? You can find that space where you can be vulnerable. You can find great people that you can trust. When you get away from all of the noise, then you can imagine all of the possibilities in your life. My 4-year-old, she does this all the time. You see, Meredith's very, very simple. She's not a follower in any way, shape, or form. Meredith is a very independent human being, and she's always, forever appreciating the beauty in the world that's around her and exploring the possibilities. Always. She's an amazing child. Her brothers and her sisters will be running off, hey, let's go do this, or we're going to go over here, and Meredith will be like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna play on this swing, or I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna play with a toy or a doll, or she might even grab a book. She doesn't know how to read, but she might sit and she might just flip through a book by herself while everybody else is running around crazy. She has this beautiful peace to her. This ability to, what's up, Carrie Wise? How are you? In Chicago on a live show. I love it. She has this amazing peace about her, this calmness. The junk and the clutter doesn't exist. It's not in her mind yet. And I did say 4-year-old because this little girl, her birthday is today. Meredith turns 4 years old today. She's been such a blessing to me and my family, but I constantly study her. I constantly watch her because she doesn't allow the junk or the clutter to get in the way, and her imagination just goes crazy. And so as you head into today, as you're getting ready to head out into the junk and into the clutter and into the chaos, as you head out into today, I want to remind you to find that space and that time to tap into your imagination. Tap into your imagination of all that is possible. Because, see, you have such a beautiful gift to give the world. You really do. You have such a beautiful gift to offer the world. So I challenge you today and this weekend and in the weeks going forward, I challenge you to strip back all of the clutter. Let's get rid of some of the junk. Simplify. Simplify some areas of your life. If you've got a messy room, let's clean it up. Let's simplify. If there's things laying all around, let's clean it up. Let's simplify. If there's emotional junk that you've got going on in your brain, or if there's people around you in your circles that are causing drama and continuing obstacles, and they're slowing you down from being the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be, I challenge you to simplify, to rid yourself of some of those things, to turn off the noise, to find the space and allow your imagination to run wild, because there are gifts that you and only you have. And yet you can't see them, you can't hear them, you won't be able to find them until you clean the slate. Find a way to enjoy the path. Take a deep breath. And then, of course, take action on the visions that your imagination creates. Did you know that? Did you know that you are a creator, right? You are a creator, powerful beyond measure. You are. You see, as a child of God, you were uniquely made to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you've been given all of the gifts, the talents, the possibility. You've been given all of those things. And the decisions that you make, those seemingly small, these decisions that you make, the clutter that you allow to get in the way, the junk that keeps you from being the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, all of these things, they matter. These decisions matter. It makes an impact. It makes an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. It makes an impact on me. It really does. And so I want you to know this morning that I stinking love you. I love this group. I love that you're a part of it. I truly, truly do. You mean the world to me. And if nobody's told you that yet today, I love the fact that I get to be the first to tell you that I stinking love you. But with that said, as your friend, as your brother, it's important to me that you allow the space and the time for your imagination to run wild. It's important to me that your visions that were uniquely given to you and only you are brought forth. I need you to take action on those visions. We need you. It matters. Now listen, go out there and have an incredible day today, okay? Can you do that for me? Go out there and have an incredible day. And if you haven't done so already, this is my little counter back here. If you haven't done so already, make sure you like the Glenn Lundy page. Like and follow the Glenn Lundy page. I would truly appreciate it. But have an incredible day today. If you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. You can go there. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you can go to glennlundy.com. But most importantly, I want you to come back here tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow morning, we've got Judge Graham, best-selling author Judge Graham. He's freaking crushing it right now. Judge Graham's going to be on the show with us tomorrow. And him and I are going to dive in. It's going to be absolute fire. I did a podcast with him before. He's absolutely incredible. So tomorrow's episode is going to be fire. Invite your friends. Judge Graham is amazing. Make sure you come back for that. All right? Tomorrow morning. But most importantly, just know that I love you. Know that I'm here for you. The group is here for you. Thank you for all that you do. Let's take action on our visions and go make an impact on the planet. See ya.
Saying you want it bad will not get you results. But showing you want it bad will. Talking about it will not get you results. Doing it will. You see, in life, you have a choice. You can either be a spectator or you can be a participant. Spectators like to talk. Participants are all about action. You see, everybody talks a good game, don't they? But what separates the successful from the unknown is action. The successful, the champions of life, they take massive action. They don't hesitate. They don't procrastinate. They do not fear failure. They fear being average.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind.